3, 2, 1.
This is the Mac Media Show.
Welcome to the Mac Media Show, everyone. My name is Mac.
And I am Ree.
And this is the Me and Ree Review Show. We are the two that review for you.
We are.
This is $1 Million Listing episode 4 from Los Angeles.
Mm-hmm.
And really, we're going to kind of do 3 and 4. There's a lot that happened.
Yeah.
First off, let's talk about, well, what do you think so far this season? Let's start with that. What do you think, Ree?
What, about the whole thing?
Do you like what? Yeah, I think it's been a great season so far.
I do too.
What do you think?
I do too. It's action-packed. It's kind of, each person has a good bit going on. Yeah, I like it.
Let's go in sequential order. One of the favorite things
Okay.
I thought was really funny in episode 3 was when Josh sent the glitter to Josh Altman.
Yeah.
That was hilarious.
That is good. That's good.
I thought it was a good little prank.
A little gag, yeah.
Yeah.
I thought that was good.
Anything to say about that, Ree?
No, I just thought that was funny. It got his attention, I guess, you know. I thought they were going to do something a little more than that.
If I were Josh, I would have done something a little bit more.
I know that wasn't a whole lot, really, but
No.
But anyway, yeah, it was a little something to get his attention, I guess, but
Well, the main things in these couple episodes, David and James, their first really falling out.
yeah.
And since I've ever seen them,
Yeah.
they never really have been apart, but they were apart for seemed like a while.
Yeah, it did seem. They didn't ever say really how long, but
Yeah.
it seemed like a while. Yeah, they didn't speak.
They did reunite for $16 million.
Oh, yeah.
This is interesting. It's the first time I've seen this happen, and I want your thoughts on it. But the 3 property deal with the attorney that's representing the mystery
Yeah, that
buyer,
was weird, wasn't it?
investor. from
I'm
a
sure
foreign
it was
country,
investors, yeah.
only going to do the deal if they get all 3 houses.
Yeah.
For $16,250.
I think that's what it was,
something
yeah.
Like that.
Somewhere in there.
I've never seen a agreement like that.
I hadn't either. That was so different. But
Do you think, how rare do you think that is?
Oh, I would think that was very rare. I wouldn't think that was the norm at all. Although, you know, these foreign investors may be stepping it up a little bit, you know.
I'll tell you, in terms of negotiating and excitement, I think that segment
That was good.
in that little bit of time
It was.
with David and James was really one of the best scenes I've ever seen in the $1 Million Listing series, out of all of them.
That's true, and if you probably ask them, they had the most fun of all they've had, you know, all the dealings that they've had. I bet it was the most fun for them. It just really gets you pumped up and gets you, you know, excited about what's going on.
Right.
And, I think that was the coolest
These are some really great
thing.
properties.
That was good.
All of these were great properties.
They were. They really were.
And, you know, Josh Flagg was working on a tear-down property in, you know, is it Truesdale Estates?
Yeah.
And that's in Beverly Hills. Mm-hmm. He wants $5,250, right?
Yeah, I think it was $5,295.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what he
And
wanted.
he's selling to a developer. He thinks they can flip it for about $15 million and sell out at $15 million. Still make what do you say, a profit of $5. So
Yeah, I think he
they're
said
gonna
that.
put 4 or 5 in it.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's going to be a really cool
Wow.
property. I hope we get to see the final product.
Me too.
We may not, but
It's hard to believe they can buy a piece of property for that amount of money and tear it down.
yeah,
That's amazing,
just
isn't it?
the
It's
land
just amazing.
value there is.
I know. It's just unbelievable.
Yeah,
So different from the other parts of the country.
yeah.
But
we also got to meet
interesting.
Altman's parents. What'd you think of that?
Yeah, they were so nice. They were very nice. I was impressed. He's got really good parents.
Josh's dad was
So nice.
one of my favorites.
Yeah, so nice.
Yeah.
And I still don't know about Josh and Heather, though. I tell you, they just seem different.
And here's my opinion: if a relationship is that difficult,
Yeah,
why be in it?
that's it. Why do you keep on?
Why?
I mean, I don't know.
If you can't even get along, why consider marriage?
I don't know. I'm not sure why they're continuing on. Maybe it's the TV show.
It's that hard before marriage.
I don't know, though. I mean, are they married now?
No.
I mean, have we looked? Because this is, later.
Oh, no, I haven't. We
Yeah, I hadn't
haven't
looked.
on the internet, but
They may have eventually gotten married. I don't know. But I'm like you. If it's that hard, gee whiz,
that's
just
a
don't do
lot
it.
of work.
Just don't do it. Yeah.
Yeah.
But they work together and they live together. That would be tough.
I'll tell you too. I think Josh's brother. I think he's got it more together than Josh Altman. Matt.
I guess
I like Matt.
he kind of fell out, didn't he? He doesn't
Yeah.
want to
I don't know why.
be
he
on
wouldn't.
TV anymore, I don't think.
Yeah.
But he does an occasional, but he kind
I
of...
think the value of being a personality on one of these shows, I think it's a lot of value. What do you think?
Yeah, I think so, too.
I bet the exposure is just unreal.
Yeah. I wonder if you get a lot of extra business because of it.
Yeah, I bet.
You think so?
Oh, yeah.
Just
totally.
ordinary people would go to him?
Well, they try.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
But I think a lot of these bigger projects go to, these guys because the seller or the buyer feels like it gets more exposure, although it's a year down the road.
Yeah.
But it seems like, was it Justin from San Francisco or maybe it was James from LA? One of those two told us that one of the properties had made it to like the year. You know what I'm trying to say? They had filmed it a year prior. It was still on the market when the show aired. Mm-hmm. And the exposure from the episode airing sold the house. Who was it that told us that?
Oh, I can't remember.
I think it was James.
I don't know, but Mac, my chair's sinking.
Oh, no.
Hold on, I gotta get my chair back up.
Get this lady a new chair. Somebody.
Oh, my chair's sinking.
Bring this chair back over here.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah,
Oh, there I come. Okay, I'm back up. Okay. All right, here we go.
we need another. Hey, we need another chair.
I was below the mic. I was looking up at the mic. That was terrible.
Bring us a chair, please.
Yeah, we need a new chair.
Our studio is
Props.
we have an assistant here bringing us a chair.
Yeah.
They're on the way.
Yeah. No, it was, I didn't mean to interrupt you, but it was really good. That was interesting.
Well, I've lost my train of thought.
Well, it was interesting. I was thinking about Josh Altman, and what he was doing. And
Thought the party was weird. Burning Man, come on.
oh, you're talking about, yeah.
It's a popular thing, though.
Yeah.
I've done a lot of looking at Burning Man.
Oh, really? Is it? I never heard of it, but it sounded sort of like a hippie-ish kind of excuse to get together and burn stuff.
I had a free weekend and I felt like getting naked.
Oh,
and
my
I
gosh.
just about bought a plane ticket.
Doesn't make sense to me, but that looked weird, didn't it? Because they had all these people to show it, and he showed up with that one person. They couldn't get in. The keys were changed, and the people were in there, and that is just weird.
Let's take a prediction here. What do you think has happened?
Gosh, I was trying to figure that out.
I don't even think
he's already changed the locks.
Could have rented the property.
I know, that's what I was thinking. That we don't know what time span there was between the party and people showing it.
What
But
authority does he have to rent a property and he doesn't tell his brokers that he's rented the property? You know what I mean?
I mean, it's his property; he can do it.
I guess
But
he could, yeah.
he needs to tell somebody. That's not right when you got a contract
Could it
with
be
somebody.
family?
It's just weird that they would change the locks that quick. That just seems weird to me.
Must be tenants if they change the locks.
Yeah, I'm thinking it's tenants, and they had a dog, and there was other stuff in there.
Yeah.
I'm thinking it was.
But the guy rented.
Yeah,
Had
but
an
I don't know why he
opportunity
would
to
do that though.
I don't know. Maybe it's temporary. Maybe it's like 3 months.
I don't know. That's weird. The guy was kind of weird anyway, so we'll have to see the next episode.
Well, I need to get my ecstasy and head on out there.
Yeah, that was awful. But did I see David drinking something? I think I saw him
In the previews.
take one glass of wine.
Are you
or
sure
champagne.
that's what it was?
I think he did. And then he said he was doing shots of water. But I think I saw him drink a little something that had a little yellow tint to it,
Uh-oh.
which was not water.
6 years sobriety.
Yeah, no, let's don't do that.
That's a struggle.
Okay, David, let's don't do that.
I've never dealt with addiction.
Me either. Thank goodness.
Don't have experience with that.
I would think it'd be tough though.
Yeah.
I would think it would be similar to being on a diet. You can't eat. It's the same thing.
I don't think
like
it's
if you're
an
off
equal
of sugar,
comparison.
pretend like you're off of sugar for a while, and you get off it and you're okay. After 3 or 4 days, you feel okay. You eat one candy bar. Oh boy, there it comes again.
Yeah.
See, that's tough. That's tough.
No, addiction is.
Yeah, it's tough.
Addicted to food is. Well, that could
Yeah,
be.
it's tough.
Addiction, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's not, life threatening like alcohol or drugs would be, but I don't want him to start that. David, we're gonna have to call you.
Yeah, I have
Don't
his
do it.
number. I should text
Don't do
him.
it. Yeah, we should tell him we don't want to see him do that. Ask him if he's still sober now. A year later.
What do you
anyway.
think about Josh's? Let's just talk about this for a second. The lovely couple that Altman is representing.
Oh gosh.
I'm sorry. I thought this was $1 Million Listing. I think we turned a botched on E Network. I think.
Botched.
think we were
That was
watching the
pretty
wrong
good
show.
on both of them. I think they were both
I think
botched.
they're getting paychecks from both shows.
He was an entertainment lawyer, and I'm thinking, what kind of entertainment? Because I think I know where she came from. But did you hear her say, I got dressed up to go celebrate? What is... I'm like, oh, my gosh. And he looks like his face is, the wind's pushing it back.
He's
like,
his bodybuilder.
Oh,
What
he's
does
gross.
he go and lift weights and then come back and eat 2 double cheese large pizzas? The guy is a fat... The guy looks like a hot air balloon.
I don't know, but that is the trashiest looking couple I've ever seen. But I'm sorry, Josh. That's just
a rough...
I'm sorry.
I can't co-sign on that.
Okay,
but,
I'm sorry, but that's just bad. It's bad. I don't know. She just doesn't look good. She looks like she came from a different industry.
I thought she was
Which I hate to say.
I thought she was very classy.
Oh, very. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I was not sure she had a brain, but that's okay. Yeah. She had a new dress.
And a new pair of boobies. Huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, they're just an unusual couple.
Yeah.
But, they got a lot of money, evidently, because he's
Altman's-
going to a private island,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Where's...
Josh said, well, where's that? He said, it's a private island. It's like, oh, God, man. Who cares? We're not coming. Don't worry. They probably run around naked on the island the whole time.
Oh, yeah.
It's disgusting thinking about it.
Compare botched surgeries. Oh, you look extra botched today.
I know it.
Well, thank you.
One thing he did, I liked what he said, though. Josh Altman, when he went in and he said, those people kept saying, we got 400-year-old French tiles and all this stuff. And I'm thinking that girl doesn't even know what he's talking about. But
No.
Anyway, Josh said, it's only what the market will bring,
When
what
will
the comps
people-
are going to be. You can put whatever you want in it, but,
How long we've had real estate in the United States for how long? What do you think? 1700, 1776?
Yeah.
When will people learn that the market determines the
Yeah, it doesn't
value
matter what you
of
put
your
in it,
home?
and people will like it. But whatever the house down the street selling for is what it's going to sell for.
How many times do you
I don't know.
have to see other people screw that up to
I don't
ever
know.
learn not to do that yourself? You know what I'm saying?
I don't
It's
know.
like,
I don't know.
come on, people.
It's kind of interesting too, because Josh went in there with the lowest offer, saying we can only sell it for this amount or whatever. And he said, well, every other realtor's come in here and said more, and he went with him.
You and I talked about the value of respect earlier. Mm-hmm. And maybe going in there and being honest and telling the guy the truth.
Oh, definitely, I would rather do
Earn
that.
the business.
Oh, I'd rather do that than put a piece of property, especially that size. They're wanting you to, they're expecting you to sell it.
Yep.
And I wouldn't want to put a piece of property that size overpriced on the market because you're just sitting on it. And then you've got to answer to him all the time. Why is it not selling? You told me it'd sell for this, and yet we're having to drop the price down to reality. But you saw the offers on that property, too, were close to what Josh said. So it probably would not have gone any higher. So he did a good job on that.
Let's talk about Flagg for a second.
Okay. Got a new haircut. Pompadour.
Goodness.
It's boofed up in
What'd you say?
a pompadour.
I thought you said Dumbledore.
No, pompadour. Used to be like an Elvis haircut.
Let me tell you, that guy.
It's kind of rising up on the top.
He knows what he's doing.
Well, he's a good
Flagg
salesman.
is the man.
His grandmama taught him well.
I'm going to tell you, he comes in at the right prices. He closes these deals.
Yeah, it seems
And
like
I
it.
rarely see him lose any kind of negotiation. Almost every time he gets the price that he wants.
Mm-hmm.
And he does it in a way that is pretty aggressive. Mm-hmm. And it's funny because he doesn't look like an aggressive person.
No.
You'd think...
But he stands on what he believes. He'll say, this is it. And
he really does know
Yeah.
his information well, the areas.
he does.
I guess because he's been there longer than Altman and James and
I think
David.
so, yeah.
He grew up there.
Yeah.
Beverly Hills. With
That
the
makes
high
a
school
difference.
there. Plus, he did go to high school there, so he probably knows everyone.
Oh, yeah.
I
that's
noticed
right.
he gets huge properties.
Yeah, he
Without
does.
even... he barely...
He does.
I want to say he barely works, but...
Well, you don't know because...
Altman says he sleeps
Yeah,
till
no.
noon, so
Yeah.
hey.
But you don't know because they don't show a lot of that.
You just see James and David and Josh hustling all the time. Josh Flagg is just kind of...
Laid back.
Very laid back, and yet he's getting the biggest property listings. It's like...
Well, you
Anyways.
know, Heather said that Josh doesn't sleep much. Goes to bed at 1, gets up at 4.
Yeah.
So he just doesn't take much sleep.
Not good.
I think he may be ADD.
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 I think he may be ADD. I think he may be ADD. I think he may be ADD. I think he may be ADD. I think he has approval issues.
Could be that too. Could be that.
Yeah.
Anyway, he works a lot. He's gonna have to learn to temper that some.
Well, James and David seemed to
They made peace.
They made peace, and their costumes looked.
Yeah, they were good. The costumes were
They
awesome.
looked really good at that party.
I hope that guy doesn't, mess them up too bad because they really spent a lot of time.
Well,
and
let's read what episode 5 says.
Okay.
We're going a little off the grid here.
Okay, all right.
It says that Josh gets a $20 million property next week.
Good night.
Can you believe that?
Josh Flagg or Altman?
Yeah, Flagg.
Wow.
They
20
get access.
million.
James and David get access to the Beechwood party pad.
They get access
They
to
do
it?
get access, but not before hitting another speed bump with the seller.
Wow, I wonder what this guy did to them. I mean, rent it or have his relatives move in or, it's just weird.
Hey, what do you think about David, on a different note, switching? David bringing his dogs to the listing appointment. Remember he said it was when he and James were split up?
Yeah.
Why did he bring your dogs to that appointment?
Was that a listing appointment? I thought he took it to get them professionally photographed. I don't think he
Yeah.
took them on a listing agreement.
Oh,
He took them over there, and the
That's
lady
right.
and the guy were, he got a phone call
That's right.
from that lawyer
That's what it was.
representing the 3 property deal.
Yeah, that's funny.
Gosh, that's just wild, isn't it? That somebody would call you and say, "Show me 3 properties." Didn't say what kind.
All of a
See, they
sudden-
didn't even care what they were.
That had to be kind of.
Oh, it was a foreign investor. Definitely.
That's just wild to me.
Yeah, isn't that just weird that you would get that kind of call?
They don't even research.
That's nice.
The
Wow.
listing.
I know.
The
They didn't even
history of the
care.
property.
It didn't matter because they were going to use it for investment property, so it didn't matter.
Well, it does matter what price you get the property for, but of course, you think about it, they came in $200,000 and $300,000 and $400,000 less than listing.
Well, the purchaser had said 250. He didn't want to spend any more than that, so he had a top. He just said make these 3 fit it.
I can't believe they did it.
That's wild, isn't it?
Wasn't that
They
a
did a
cool
good job. Yeah, I was so
negotiation?
proud for
That
them.
was so cool.
Did really good. But
Well, I still think Josh and Heather should split.
yeah,
Maybe.
I
don't
didn't-
know. They'll get so used to this horrible relationship. They'll probably
I think it's normal.
they'll probably grow closer.
Well, the parents were really nice. Josh's parents were nice. They were headed to Australia.
When are we going to see Flagg buy a house?
I don't know. Were he and Colton talking about that
Talked
last
about it.
time? Yeah, they never did.
Colton
do
needs to
anything.
fix his style. No offense, Colton.
Well,
You look
he's
like
doing.
a Who from Whoville.
They were trying the new hairstyles. I
No,
think. Both of 'em.
Josh is a little bit more toward Earth than the moon, but
Well, wasn't that sweet though? That letter that he had from Oscar Schindler.
that was a very
That's
cool,
very
very
neat,
neat
wasn't it?
gift.
Yeah,
That's very.
She was
special.
really born, or very thrown into that Nazi time and the Holocaust and all that. That's terrible.
Yeah,
That's just
not good.
awful that she was so involved in it.
Not good.
But that was neat that he had that frame for him, and so he could keep it. That was really nice. I thought that was a good thing for Colton to do.
Well, I'm happy with these properties. It's really cool seeing the development properties. Josh has got 2 going. He's working with developers to sell one. He's working on one property to sell 2 developers. So I hope we can follow the Truesdale Estates and see the final product again. I think
Yeah,
I
he
said
thinks
that
he's gonna
earlier,
flip it, doesn't he? Or mow it down and put another one
but isn't that
there.
amazing? Yeah, the property value and the man.
That's and we met the clever investor.
Yeah,
Evidently, he's got a show
That's
or
annoying.
podcast or something. I'm not sure.
the clever
Clever investor.
Let's look him up.
And his name was Cody Sperlin, and he said he'd flipped over 1,000 homes. I don't know what area or whatever, but good night to have bought the house for what he bought it for. I can't remember what he bought it for though.
It's
Did
not
he?
too clever. He didn't. What did he didn't
What
say
did he come
much.
up to? 4.
Cody Spurgeon.
Oh, 4,825. Wow. Can you imagine buying it for that and then you're gonna flip it? You're gonna fix it up. And
yeah,
flip
but
it.
the
So
property's worth $14 million. Didn't he say?
Good night. Yeah, something like that. But that's amazing.
He's
That's
gonna-
just amazing.
I
I'd love to fly out there and see some of this property.
think he's
wouldn't you?
gonna add 7,000 square feet.
Wow, that's unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Well, James and David did that for
I remember that.
Frederick's.
Yeah, they sure did.
part.
Oh,
What's his? I can never remember his name. Come through, Reed. Come on, girl.
Gosh, what's his name? Oh, I can see him right now, the curly hair.
I know, man. I can't
Oh,
remember.
Foot.
Oh, no.
Starts with a V?
No. Starts with an R, doesn't it?
Oh, Foot. What's his name? Oh, it's almost there.
Is it?
I can almost feel. I can.
Yeah.
Zach Vela.
Zach Vela.
Vela,
Zach
yeah,
Vela.
okay.
Yeah. Coming through.
Okay, I'm coming through.
through.
My brain's coming back.
Well, it's only midnight.
It's coming back.
Anyways, they did that for Zach Vela last season, and he had a nice property.
Oh yeah, I remember
that
now.
view was just
Ooh, yeah, he was gonna tear it down and put something else there. Wasn't
unbelievable.
he? Yeah.
Unbelievable. He was, or he was adding a basement or something with a basement.
Hey, did you see on Twitter the other day where Frederick was tweeting out a picture of where they live now?
Oh yeah.
He and what's his name? I can't remember. I'm getting Derek. I'm getting them all mixed up. But at the end of the season, he walked up to that place. It was unfinished,
Right.
And it was that corner penthouse, I guess. Anyway, he said, "What do you think about us buying this?" And then he tweeted out a picture, of them where they overlooked the city. Boy, it was a beautiful view.
Man, it's awesome.
That was really pretty. It was really
1
pretty.
Madison, that's his address.
Really, that's what it's called.
1 Madison.
Oh, so
And
cool.
it's up in the
Well,
sky.
it was beautiful.
He's up in the sky.
It was beautiful.
He is working on a new building that is literally right in the it's on the edge of Central Park, but it's centered like in the middle of Central Park, but it's on the left side.
Wow.
And it's like this, just, I mean, it's the tallest it's going to be one of the tallest buildings in New York, and it's like a pencil. It's super.
Really?
You should see the renders.
Oh.
And he's doing the whole building.
Is he
Huge
really?
project, like
Oh my gosh.
bigger than Trump's projects.
Wow.
Big projects, although Trump doesn't do much anymore.
Wow. He's too busy running for president.
Yeah. But Frederick was like doing a whole building, and I thought, wow. And he was in on the development too. I mean, he's a partner in the project. I don't think he's just selling the apartments. Maybe I could have just screwed all that up completely, but
Good night.
I mean,
he's getting some big stuff,
and he's
isn't he?
flying to Shanghai, and he's
Shanghai?
Yeah, the building is like half for all the people from Shanghai. It's like a Chinese
Really?
building.
Oh, so it's foreign.
Yeah, a lot of them are going to be foreign.
Good
If not the
night.
whole building. I don't know the whole story, but
Unbelievable.
something along those lines. To be continued.
Good night. That's unbelievable.
All right, we'll wrap it up. I thought it was a good episodes, good few episodes, 3 and 4. And until next
That
week.
was good, but we left out one thing.
Oh, no.
Josh Altman is writing a book, or has written it because I saw it sitting on his desk.
Well, he has a copy.
It's your
been
move.
written, yeah.
Yeah, that's going to be cool to
You
read.
want me to tell you what it's about?
It's probably about real estate. What do you
Do
think?
you think?
Yeah. You think it'll be competitive with Frederick's?
TheJoshAltman.com.
Oh, is that what it is?
No.
Well, I thought that was kind of neat. He's got a book.
My $1 million method for taking risks with confidence and succeeding
is
at
that what it
work
is?
and life.
What was it that lit
How
up
can
sign?
he talk about succeeding at work and life? Josh Altman just
Well, he
called
hasn't
off his
succeeded
wedding.
at life yet,
That's
but he's getting there.
maybe first half of the book will be decent.
Well, what
I'm kidding.
what is it he says? What's that lit up sign that they had? It said "Live the Dream." Was that it? You know, it lit it up.
No,
He said, "Plug it in."
I wake up.
It said, "I live the dream."
I wake up to life like this, or
No. It was it was that lit up thing in his office.
In his
he walked
office?
in and he said, "Matt, plug it in," and it
Oh.
was, "I live the dream" or
Okay,
something, or "I
yeah.
sell the dream."
I sell the dream,
Maybe
that's
I
what
can't
it
remember.
is,
It's
yeah.
cool though.
Well-
And tonight they had $1 bill or $10 bill that was crumpled up looking. It was
That's
awesome
awesome,
behind
yeah.
his desk, and then like a soup can. It looked like one of those Andy Warhol soup cans. I think that was the guy, the Monopoly guy, because he had 2 things of Monopoly. What do
Yeah,
you call Monopoly?
Is Alec? Yeah. Alec.
Yeah, and he had those on the wall. I think that's neat to put stuff on your wall that of people that you've worked with. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think that's cool. It says a lot about you. I bet you did the $10 bill too, that Alec. Wow, I may contact him and get me one. I want that. I like that.
Let's see.
I think that is the coolest thing.
I'm gonna see if I can find that.
It's like pop art, but he has some cool things. I like the building. He's got a picture of a building in there too that I love. It's kind of crooked, like the picture itself is taken crooked, but it's straight. And it looks like it's in the corner. It's odd, but I love it. It's really good. But
I'll have to find that it's not.
It's not showing up
here, but
yeah, I wonder where he got something like that because that's neat. I'd like to have one of those for my office.
maybe next episode.
I liked it. We might need to interview him.
Yeah.
What do you think about interviewing Josh Altman since he's got his new book and everything?
Yep, and I need to go.
Has it come out yet? The book?
I have the date here.
Yeah, I don't think it's come out. He just had it all over his office so people could see
It's going to
it.
be coming out next Tuesday,
Oh, really?
the
Okay.
29th.
Okay. Maybe he could sign a copy and send it to us.
Yeah.
Wonder if he'd do that for me and Ray.
We'll auction it on Twitter.
Mm-hmm. That'd be good.
Give it or do a giveaway.
Yeah, I'd like to read it.
I'm going to text James and David, too, and go ahead and see if we can get them on the show before the season's over.
Yeah, that'd be good. David, we didn't get to get David the last time, did we?
No, we did talk
But it
to
was a
James.
good interview. Liked him.
Yeah.
Nice guy.
All right, that's it.
Yeah, I think that's all I've got to say.
Think it's a good show?
Oh, yeah, I really enjoyed it. I always enjoy it. But you know what? It seems like for some reason, don't know why, it seems like L.A. has a lot more going on than San Francisco. But why? Because they do.
No, I think the characters are
I
better.
mean, they have as much going on in San Francisco.
I think...
I thought the characters were good in San Francisco.
No, I thought Justin was a little shy.
Yeah, it's the first
thought
season.
Roe was a little conservative.
I don't know. I thought Roe was... I didn't...
He tried to
I
break
wondered
out
how
with
Roe
the
was going to
breakdancing
be at the
and
beginning. Talk about praying 5 times a day. So I wasn't sure how much they were going to bring that in, but...
Well, and then Andrew was just kind of... I'm telling
he's done well.
He was one of my favorites.
Well, he's
I
done
thought
well.
Andrew was good,
yeah,
but
I guess.
you didn't like Andrew too much.
Well, I did. He just... Yeah, it's just odd.
Everybody's presented different on TV, you know.
Yeah, that's what's hard about wondering what's real and what's television, you know? You wonder if Altman's really like that.
Yeah.
Makes me wonder.
Right.
I wonder if television has helped his relationship with Heather, or would you say it had hurt it?
Oh, I think it's made it much worse.
You think so?
My theory is he was a different person when he started because I did some research.
I think so,
on Josh,
too.
and he was at
I think so, too.
was it Utah? Where did he go?
No,
Syracuse. He went to Syracuse.
Yeah, one.
He seemed. I watched the interview when he was right out of Syracuse, and I thought he was I thought he was a really nice guy, and he may just be playing this character on TV still.
Yeah.
But part of me thinks he's kind of grown into that character, and it's actually kind of him now. But who knows?
Some of it must have been because they'd still be married. I mean, still be engaged, I think, if that was not true.
I know.
I don't know. He seems kind of self-centered.
I wonder if Heather liked Madison.
That's what I was thinking about that today. Thinking about her with him back then. It was so weird because she was
couldn't
so...
figure out if he was,
Did he like her?
he didn't know if he liked males or females.
Well, she worked for him. Wasn't she his assistant for a long time?
They
She
seem
wasn't
like
even selling real estate or anything.
No. They got along well, I thought.
Yeah.
Yeah, better than
See, I think
Josh.
that's the kind of person she needs.
Yeah.
Somebody that's a little calmer. I don't know. Josh is real demanding to me.
right.
I don't know. I don't know. We don't know what's for TV and what's not. You're right.
Who knows?
Yeah, it was a good show. Enjoyed it. It's fun doing it with you, Mac. We do. I like talking about it. I like talking about the real estate. I like reviewing, reviewing the characters.
Excuse me. I
think
think
it's
these
fun.
properties are really, really fun. Really good properties.
Yeah.
Seems very real. San Francisco seemed a little staged at times.
You think so?
Yeah, L.A. seems... I mean, like, Flagg, he's not going to stage nothing. You know
I
what
don't
mean?
think he is either. I think that's just him.
And he's getting these big $20 million listings.
Golly, I know it.
I really enjoy seeing the process of working with the developers, learning about flipping. For if you put 4 or 5 in, we can still make 4 or 5.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's really cool seeing all that. See, San Francisco doesn't have any development. I can't remember it. Maybe one development project, but not like this. And I think it's really cool. The foreign investors, you have more here than you do San Francisco, although there were a few.
Mm-hmm.
I just wasn't as much excitement in San Francisco, but there wasn't in Miami either. I think it's maybe the new season's it's not adjusted yet.
You think San Francisco will come back?
Maybe.
I thought it was good.
Miami's
not.
compared
to Miami.
I wish they'd bring in Atlanta.
Oh, I do too. That's my
Some of
favorite.
these southern properties are just, outstanding. I mean,
Especially around the Atlanta area.
visually, it's just like, wow.
Yeah, Atlanta's a good place to feature.
Yeah.
There's a lot in Atlanta. I'd love that.
Maybe we'll see that.
Yeah, that would be fun because we'd be closer by.
I did read they were doing some casting in Atlanta.
I wish they would. I wish I was still selling some and I could go over there.
Yep.
I would love to be on it.
Should have done it.
It would have been fun. I would have been a good personality.
Yeah, right.
It would have been fun.
Put it on your Twitter bio.
I would have been a good Southern seller. It would have been fun, though.
All right, well, that's it for this episode.
All right.
You ready?
Ready?
This has been Mac.
And Reed.
Until next week.
Y'all have a good week.